Hey guys, how's it going? So for this episode, I'd like to go more in depth in FPS games, mainly Phantom Forces. For this episode, what I like to introduce is the best attachments that I think are for the M4. It's a beginner's gun. If you remember my last episode, I said there are no better guns except for what attachments use, and I'm going to prove it. So using this gun, I'm going to show that this is probably like what I think is the best and what makes it good. This is all opinion, you don't have to listen to this. And let's begin. So to start this off with, I'll be starting with the optics. I think the PKA is probably the best. It zooms in. It's more of like an orange type of dot. I prefer using this gun. However, there are other guns that are just as good as this one, just not as much accuracy. I judge most of my optics on accuracy, hit stability, and aim stability. Second is probably the C79, which is more of a cross-section type of weapon. As you can see, it has a little line and horizontal dashes to help you out with your scopes. So let's go back to the home page. So these two are probably the best zooming in scopes. There are other guns. There are other optics to use, but I think these are the best. The PKA-S and the M145 are the same. There's really no difference between them besides how they look. One's more of a red dot and the other one is more like a cross-section like the C79, but I prefer using the PKA. So onto the barrel, guys. The barrel goes on the end of the gun. So what's going to happen here is that if you like using suppressors, which silences the gun a little bit, the ARS does more damage. The PBS1 does less damage, but has more range on the gun, as you can see over here. These are probably the best suppressors. The other suppressors aren't as good as these. They don't have as much damage or range, so these are good. I prefer using the compensator, however, because it reduces horizontal recoil, so it helps stabilizing the gun. If I only have to worry about shooting up and down vertically, then that's no problem. I just drag the mouse down a little bit. However, the muzzle brake helps with vertical recoil, but you can't really judge where to shoot for your horizontal recoil, so you'll be really shaky with aim there, so I prefer using the compensator. And once again, these are all my opinion. If you're comfortable using muzzle brake, go ahead. Now for the underbarrel will go on this section of the gun as it describes under the barrel. I prefer using the vertical grip because of its high hip stability and its increase in accuracy. The aim stability I don't think that's much of a problem because there's still more accuracy than aim stability. The second best would probably be the laser, since it increases everything a little bit. Everything else kind of decreases after that. The angled grip is more for aim stability, and the folding grip is more kind of decreases everything, so I don't think they're good. I would suggest the vertical grip or the laser, but those are just my opinion. Now last but not least is other. I prefer using the green laser. It's a little bit better than the red laser. It kind of increases everything. The red laser is more on hip stability, but the green laser is more of a decent average. For the canted iron and delta sight, if you didn't know, when using canted iron or delta sight, this is the iron sight. It's more, you press T to tilt your gun so you can shoot around corners. So this is what canted iron sight looks like. I'll give a few shots just so you see what it's like. So if we go back to home page, I'll show you the delta sight, which is more of like a red dot. Let's go to loadout, attachments, other. Okay, so the delta sight is more of a red dot, as you can see. So let me give a few shots so you know what it looks like. So that's what the delta sight looks like. If you like using these, then go ahead. I don't really like using them, so I usually stick with the green laser. Now, the ballistics tracker, it's more of a skilled type of thing. If you didn't know, the ballistics tracker lights up a little red dot over the enemy's head, a little blue dot, my bad. Ballistics tracker will calculate a little blue dot over the enemy's head, and if you shoot there, then you will get an automatic headshot. However, the problem in this is that you have a moving target and it is a very small blue box, so it is more of a skill on whether you can hit the blue box. So I don't really like using it. I think it's easier just to aim for the body and just finish them off, and that's it. If you like using the ballistics tracker and you're skilled enough, go ahead, use it, but I personally don't like it. Now, going over all the attachments that I think are the best. Remember, this is my opinion. I like using the PKA for the optics, the compensator for the barrel. If you like using suppressors, remember ARS for damage and PVS1 for range. I prefer using the vertical grip for underbarrel and the green laser for other. Now, as you can see, this gun has drastically increased in hip accuracy, hip stability, and aim stability. If you enjoy using the ballistics tracker, go ahead. And yeah, this is what I think is best for this gun. As you can see, it is a very the M4 is a very basic gun. It is the first gun you're given. However, with these with all the new attachments, it has drastically increased. So let me give an example of how it has increased. Let me try to find someone and I can show you. And look at that. It was quick, efficient. The accuracy is definitely good. Let me try ranged. I got that guy, well, if you look at the top left, I got him 39 studs away. 268 studs away, which is quite the distance. So, as you can see, it's a very good gun with all the new attachments and everything. And yeah, this is what I think is best for this gun. If you prefer using other attachments, go ahead, be my guest. So these are the best attachments I think are for this gun. This is all my opinion, so if you do not like the optics, the barrel, the underbarrel, or the other, then go ahead, change it. It's all up to you, and that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be making this a series. If you don't like it, then make sure to tell me in the comments. And if you do like it, then I will just leave the guns you want in the description below. And I will make sure that I watched it. I'll read the comments and make sure that will be next. So I'll see you later, guys. And make sure to share with your friends. And I'll see you later, guys. Bye.